You take the blue pill. The story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill. You stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Hey guys, it's your boy again, and in this video I'm gonna be talking about hypergamy, in this video, this video is titled "Hypergamy is Real." Now, a lot of you guys may or may not know what hypergamy is. It's basically the selection of women choosing and trading up, like, you know what I mean. So, like, women in general tend to be like hypergamous, almost always are hypergamous, you know what I mean. Like, this really, it affects us men in a variety of ways. Now, like, some of you are saying, oh, but aren't men hypergamous too? But I don't really find that the case, because men, we constantly date down, like, we date beneath us. Like, you know, we date people that are less than us. You know, we're often more educated, you know, bigger, stronger, you know, smarter than the women we date, you know what I mean, naturally. You know, so hypergamy doesn't really affect us in that sense. We are not as hypergamous as women, but women rarely date women, like, men who are less than them. You know, they're always trying to come up, you know. They're always dating a guy that's above them. You know, this could be in a variety of ways, you know. One popular way is height. Women almost always date a guy that is taller than them. You know, I go out and about, and I do see, like, a lot of couples walking around, and it's not a coincidence that most couples, the woman is taller than the men. You know what I mean? Like, the woman is shorter than the man. You know, like even if the woman's really tall, like she's a tall chick, like she's like 6 foot or something. She'll be dating a guy that's 6'2", 6'3". Like, you know what I mean? Women very rarely date. And I mean, that could be an example of hypergamy. They rarely date. Like, hypergamy is very much in play. You know what I mean? Like, I talk to a lot of girls, and sometimes, like, I like tall girls, so I talk to a lot of tall girls, like, oh, like would you date a guy that's, if she's like 5'9", or would you date a guy that's 5'7", 5'6"? And a lot of them, with the look of disgust in their eye, they will look at you and be like, oh my god, that is so weird and disgusting. Do you know what I mean? That just goes to show you, if you're a shorter man, that hypergamy is affecting you right there. Like, they don't even like dating a guy that's shorter than them. You know what I mean? Like, it's fucked up. You know what I mean? It's fucked up, and I'm not. It's part of nature, but it's still fucked up, and it's still wrong that this hypergamy is affecting us like this. You know what I mean? So if you're a shorter guy on the shorter side of the game, you probably witnessed it yourself. You're like, I'm a great guy, and then you approach a chick, she's not interested. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you could be her height. She'll just be like, you know, a lot of these women are size queens. You know, they want a guy who's a lot bigger than them. You know what I mean? Like you could be same size as her. You could both be 5'11". You could both be 6 foot. She can still reject you and say, nah, you're not. I like guys who are taller. You know what I mean? Which doesn't make sense for a variety of reasons. You know what I mean? Like, you know, such as, like, the percentage of men that are a certain height, you know, are very low. It's like 5% maybe. You know what I mean? Like, 5% of guys over 6 foot tall. So if a woman wants a guy that's over 6 foot tall, she's really minimizing her options. You know what I mean? And that's the thing with hypergamy. It affects all women, because even a girl who's like 5'3", she'll want a guy that's 6 foot tall. You know what I mean? How is that making sense? Now, where's all the guys that are, what are all the guys that are 5'3", 5'4", 5'6", 5'10", 5'11"? What are they gonna do? You know what I mean? Like, so it doesn't make sense. All them guys, they just discount 90%, 95% of the population, and these chicks wonder why they're single and all that. You know what I mean? So like, obviously, like, the hypergamy really just fucks everyone up. you know, especially men, you know what I mean? And also, like, sometimes you'll see like a taller woman, for example, and a shorter man. Like, you think, oh, but I've seen loads of shorter men with taller, beautiful women. But you still need to understand that hypergamy is still in play there, because, like, he most definitely is probably making way more money. He might be a very successful guy. So she realizes that he's a provider. You know what I mean? That's still hypergamy. He's making way more. You know what I mean? So she might be a fucking waitress and he's an accountant. He's making way more bank. You know what I mean? Like, or he's a fucking CEO or something. You know what I mean? He's a CEO. He's making loads of money. You know, he's able to provide a big upgrade to. He's able to provide a big upgrade to her life. Do you see what I mean? Like, by hypergamy. So everything, like, for the most part, most relationships, you can explain the relationship, why they're together. You can almost explain why hypergamy is at play. You know what I mean? Like, so if you see a guy who's not the best looking guy and you see him with a really beautiful woman, like, that's above his level in looks significantly, then you just know, oh, he probably has a great amount of resources. Or if it's not resources, what if he's not that rich? You know what I mean? Or what if she makes more money than him and she's better looking than him? Chances are hypergamy is still a play. Like, he might have a funny personality, you know what I mean? Or he might just be a high status male. You know what I mean? He might be known in this city. You know what I mean? Stuff like that, renowned. He might be renowned in the city. He might be a known guy, a very popular guy, a guy that's in high demand for whatever reason. Do you know what I mean? Like, you know, so like, hypergamy is at play in a variety of ways. And another example of hypergamy is if you see, I've seen, like, walking around, I've seen a guy who's decent looking. Like, I'm like, oh, he's a decent looking guy. He could probably get all type of chicks. And then, like, I see him with like a short 5'3", not so good looking girl. Like, you know what I mean? Or just a girl who's not very attractive. And I'm like, why is he with her? Like, come on, like, you can do so much better than her. But you need to understand, like, hypergamy is still a play, because even though she's not that attractive, you know what I mean? Like, she's probably making the money and funding his lifestyle. So what she's getting out of it is the genetics. You know, a lot of women, they look at a guy and then they think that, oh, I'm gonna get his genetics. He's a pretty boy. I'm gonna have him have have kids, and our kids will look a certain way. So that's hypergamy at play. She's using him for his genetic properties, basically. Like, you know what I mean? So that's hypergamy right there. She realizes is a physical specimen that she likes. So again, that's she's choosing up. Hypergamy is still at play. Whereas if a guy was not, like, as attractive or not as tall, like, she might have not gone with it. She might not even pay for him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so a lot of you guys might thinking, like, oh, hypergamy doesn't affect me. I'm not making loads of money. You know what I mean? Like, your looks could be hypergamy enough. You could just be tall, strong looking, whatever, and a girl might look at you and think, yeah, that, like, you know what I mean? Like, you're better than her. Like, you know what I mean? So I've seen loads of couples out where the girl is like not as good looking as the guy, and then sometimes you think, what's in it for the guy? Why is he with her? Like, you know, so, like, there might not be much. He might just be getting easy sex, and she might be paying for all his bills. You know what I mean? For a lot of guys, that's enough. Like, you know what I mean? But I'd never do some shit like that. But, like, whatever, innit? But I'm just saying, like, hypergamy, it just affects, like, you know what I mean? It affects mostly men. You know what I mean? So, like I'm sure you guys have heard about the divorce of the Amazon guy. What's his name? Guys, and it affects all men, like, at all levels of life and all levels of society. You know what I mean? Like, you could have money. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, hypergamy will still affect you. Like I said, it's anything that could be advantageous to women, basically. Like, what they like, you know, what they deem as worthy. You know, like, you guys have probably heard of the divorce of Jeff Bezos, the Amazon CEO, the billionaire guy. He's worth like 160 million or 130 million, right? And his wife is getting divorced. Like, you know, they're getting a divorce. Now, why would they be getting a divorce? Like, for what reason? Like, are they getting a divorce? You know what I mean? Like, it just goes to show you, even when you have unlimited money, like, you're not safe from divorce. Like, these women will still seek out other guys. Now he's old. He's an old guy. She probably wants some young dude at the gym, you know, like some young dude with some good genetics, so that he can give her the pipe. So she's hypergamous. She ain't gonna get with another fucking 60-year-old man. Like, I guarantee she's gonna get with some young 30-year-old guy, or guy in his 20s. You know, it's a guy who's better looking. You know what I mean? Like, so using hypergamy. You know what I mean? So, like, hypergamy affects all levels of society, and basically I just want you as men to understand and know your place and use it to your advantage, you know what I mean? So if you're a guy with money, use it to your advantage, you know what I mean? If you're a guy with good looks, use that to your advantage, you know what I mean? A lot of these, like, these chads know this. A lot of these chads, these pretty boys, these bad guys, these guys know this innately, so they use it to their advantage. So if you're a guy, you know, the best looking guy, but you have money or you have talent, you know what I mean? If you're a talented guy, I don't know, you know how to play the piano, you're a musician, something, whatever skill you have, you could use hypergamy to your advantage, basically, you know what I mean? I want you guys to better yourselves, better your lives, and use hypergamy to your advantage, you get me? So, because, like, women are gonna definitely use hypergamy, it ain't gonna stop anytime soon, like, I mean, it's just human nature. I just want you to be aware of it, you know what I mean? And so like I said, hypergamy affects all walks of life, like, you know what I mean, all continents, you know what I mean, Africa, America, like China, you know what I mean, like hypergamy is real, like.
I know that you like it like that. I wear designer, check the name on the tag. White fox fur on my jacket. Excuse me, that's a